Hello coders, welcome to Code with Ganesh channel. This is Ganesh. Have you thought about mocking Gemini application in Next.js using Gen AI library which is provided by Google? If not, this is the video for you. I successfully mocked Gemini application using Gen AI library. In this video, I will show you step-by-step instructions how to do that, and let's get started. If you are not aware of like what is a Gemini is Gen AI application, which is generative AI application, which is created by Google. And if you give some prompt, and which is going to give you the result of that prompt in web page, right? So that is the like simple understanding of what is Gemini. So we will see how to mock the same application in our local. First step, you have to head over to Google AI dev website. I will give the link in the description, where it gives you detailed instructions how to mock Gemini API, right? The first thing is like you have to create a API key, which we will be using as authentication token to get the data from Gen AI library. And if you are already having one, you can click on this link and then get it, or if not, you can go ahead and then create the token key. And the next thing is they have given multiple options based on the different language. I'm going to use the JavaScript because React is a JavaScript library. We have to install this API package in our project. That is like the first step, and then there is a code how to make the call. So we will see it in Visual Studio Code how this can be added to the React project. So next, this is the Gemini API application which I created in my local. So I already pushed this code to GitHub. I will give you the link in the description if you want to go each and every line of the code. So before I walk through the code, I'm going to run this application to see how it's look like and what functionality you are getting out of this local application. So let me run npm run dev, and I'm going to click on this one. So this is the local host application, and I'm going to enter the same prompt what I entered in Gemini Google application to see I'm getting the same response. So when I click on get response, so yes, here's the response what we got from Gemini, and it explains like what is React and then what are the key aspects, right? So it is the same response as we compare to Gemini API. Only difference is the format of the response, right? So I didn't do much formatting, I just put everything in one text so that like it's look like one big paragraph. And to get to know like what it does, right? So it has like a few front-end components, and when you click on this get response, technically what it does is it's making the call to Gemini, and which is the like localhost API call, and this is the post call, and then it pass the prompt as a like whatever the text we are passing, and we are getting response as a text response from their API. Okay, and to walk through the code, I'm not going to walk through the like all the each and every file because it's a very basic Next.js application, and the only thing is you have to be clear that whatever the token you are creating, that has to be part of environment local file. And if you have a prod version or if you have a dev version, you have to create the separate files to hold that token. I'm not going to click on that. That may expose my key, and even in the GitHub you won't see this local file. And for the components, like if you click on source application, so the components like this, the Gemini prompt. So this is a React component. Technically, like what it does is it has some like very good stylized like the options. I'm not going to walk through those things. The only thing is I'm going to focus on this text area where we entered the text for the prompt, and then when you click on the button, which is going to make a call to submit, right? So this is the form option. So this is the form control, HTML control. So whenever you click on get response, so this is going to make a call to handle submit. So when you look at this handle submit, what it does is, so it avoids this like the prevent default not to refresh the page when you click on that button. And then we have like some local states setting to show the like the loading icon when you see on the page, and it makes the call to API Gemini, which is from my local, and this is the post, and this is the string like we are going to pass as the body, request body as a prompt, right? The prompt is like whatever we are typing in the text area, right? This is the value. So, and if you look at this API code, so what we are doing is we are doing some check, like we are making sure that we have that Gemini API key. If not, we cannot make the call to Gen AI application, right? We are going to throw the error. If not, we will go through this like Google Gen AI. This is the key part of this whole like application. This Google Gen AI is comes from Google Gen AI, right? So if you are not installed this package in your application, this is going to throw the error, right? So you have to make sure first step you install this one, or you make sure that you put it in the packages.json file, so that like when you run npm install, it's going to install all the packages for your project. So when I go back to route, so what it does is it take the API key, and this is the like AI object from the Google Gen AI class, and that makes the call to generate content, and we are passing two parameters. One is model, which is going to tell like which model we have to use to get the response, right? So Google is keep on like updating the latest models. You make sure that whatever the model you want to keep it, make it the latest one. It's just a string value. And then contents, it's going to be a prompt. So this prompt, like whatever we are passing it from the component, right? So that is the text we are getting it from component, and we are passing as part of the request, right? Once when it comes back, we are like doing this response dot text like splitting, and then showing that into the result component, which is as part of the Gemini like the prompt component, right? So if we have the response text, and then we are showing it as a regular paragraph like text, right? This is how like we are displaying the result. Thanks for watching. This is a very simple project, and since we are entering into AI world, this is good to know how Gemini works, and this may help you to understand like how the models and API keys need to be updated in your project. If you like my content, please subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment. And for more reach, like the video. I will see you in next video. Thank you.